My life is constantly blooming. Love those lyrics. Take out 2020. What you got? Welcome back, and thank you for joining me for another reaction video. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications. Honestly, that helps me out a ton, and hopefully it makes sure that you don't miss these when they go live. Now, we're back with a band that I haven't done on the channel yet, but I have heard one song from them. They're called The Winking Owl. They're a Japanese pop rock alternative band, and my introduction to them was actually on our Discord server. One of our Discord alumni, Aethan, was sharing some music, and I kind of heard it in the background, and I was like, I love this. This is exactly my kind of thing. And I said to him, is there another song I can react to? He said, take a look at Bloom. And I was like, I'm all over it. So here we are. If you want to join that Discord server, a lot of cool things happening there. The link for it will be in this video description. So pop over, put your thing. We'd love to see you there. Super excited about this one. The Winking Owl Bloom official music video. Let's see what you got. Okay, so one thing I do want to mention about this, I'll go back to lead in, is that I love that lead work. I think it's really smart, really catchy. It's very much a part of this kind of pop rock alternative scene where you hear that rhythm guitar in the background and you can hear the bass kind of providing that tempo, that lead work on top. And I'm glad they've actually extended it to 2 cycles, because a lot of bands would have done just one and they go into the next part of the song. So it's good enough. That piece is way good enough to have it extended. So I'm glad they did. Oh, I love this. I love this. I remember my first listen, I was like, they sound like a Japanese Paramore, and I'm all for it. I love this kind of music. There's a lot of nice things happening there. Beautiful vocal phrasing on top. Really like how it sits on top of the music and kind of dances on certain notes to accent them. And the guitar work is really, you know, it's quite a common theme of how they support the vocals in a verse in this kind of music. But there's a lot of purposeful notes being played. There's a lot of notes that you aren't really hearing because they're fillers. So there's a lot of down strumming, palm muting, and he's hitting certain accents on certain lead pieces. But there is a lot of chugging and stuff going on there where it's mostly down strums, but you can hear those ghost notes, that distortion coming through, and it just provides an energy. It's really smart, it's really cool, really catchy. I love that. How cool that she's doing both languages. She's obviously doing Japanese, I think, in the verse. She's doing English in the chorus. Very catchy chorus, very catchy, and I liked it a lot. One thing I want to mention, I'll go back to lead in, is that there is a nice authenticity to the drum sound. You can hear the bleed on the kit. You can hear some of the double kicks. You can hear a little bit of that skin wobble, just a fraction, and it's purposeful, deliberate. It provides like a live element, feels a bit like you're at a concert, and I actually really like that. I like her voice. I do see one guitarist, but I am at times hearing a rhythm guitar in the background, so I'm assuming there could be a session guitarist, there could be in between changing guitarists. A guitarist could have been sick when they were filming this music video. There's a number of reasons that could happen, but I am hearing that double layer in certain parts, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's very cool. Catchy as hell. And I did hear, if I'm not mistaken, I did hear 1 or 2 key pieces in that chorus. I will listen out for them again, and if I find them, I'll stop and show you. But there is a fullness to that, and I'm wondering if that was a contributing factor. cool video. That's very important. Can't understate that. In music like this, where a lot of the things they're doing are simple. Now, remember, simple is not easy. A lot of the lead work he's doing is really intricate. It's tough. The tone he's got in his guitar means he can't miss. So, I know it's a studio recording, but they're not going to do something on a video that they can't do live. And really like it. I'm a big fan of the song, massive fan. I may like this one more than the first one, and I can't remember the name of the first song that I heard, but I will speak to Ethan. I'll get that track name and I'll put it in the description so you can go and listen to that as well. Just an awesome band. Loving their stuff. Okay, there's definitely some keys happening here, more like a piano sound. It's hard to hear, and it's because it's meant to be a filler, an amplifier. Now, I'm going to go back and try and listen out for it. There is a rhythm guitar. You are going to hear a lead guitar. That's not the piece I'm talking about. Probably about, I would assume about between 5 and 6 seconds from where I'm going to start playing. Start listening really hard, and a bit higher, if that makes sense to you. You'll see my body language change a bit. I'm trying to find stuff, but there's definitely 1 or 2 hits that feel like it's definitely a piano or key sound in there, and it's mixed very delicately in there because it's not supposed to be a primary sound or take away from what the vocal melody's doing. I like it. That was, wow, okay, interesting. Clearly a talented guitarist, clearly a talented group. Bassist is doing really steady work, drummer's doing some crazy fills in between some of those beats. There's something about that guitar tone that is very interesting to me, and part of it is his personality and the way that he's playing some of those notes, but the other part of it is just quite literally the tone, and it sounds a bit like a strings instrument. It sounds a bit like an electric violin in certain areas, and it's making me think, because I don't think I've heard that before. I don't think I've heard it mixed like that before. Very smart, and I'm just vibing this whole thing, man. Bridge. Okay, so you would have seen me put my hands up like that. I knew that was coming because that is quite a common theme in this kind of music. There is a break and a pause. And the reason there is that is because this is a 4-minute song. This break is a bit earlier in the song than I would expect it to be. I'm assuming there's going to be a double chorus, possibly some lead work involved there. But we're 2.5 minutes in, and this energy has been unrelenting. It's been poppy, it's been a bit punky, it's been alternative, but it's been pushed non-stop. That energy, that BPM has been pushed, and I'm really, really happy about that. I wonder if they're going to halftime. I wonder if they're going to change that tempo up a little bit. They are doing it now, and all they're doing is actually a break, and you're hearing her sing the chorus. So it's a chorus musical interlude, if you will. So there is a vocal element to it, but they're stripping out the music, and there's more softer pieces underneath. Be interested to see where they go, but I'm going to assume it's going to end with a double chorus. Nice. That's really important. That, again, none of the stuff they're doing is brand new. Some of it is quite a different take on things, but none of it's brand new. That piece of bringing in that softer piece, and then the smart change, instead of breaking straight back in where I was going with my air drumming, of course, he brought in just the beat, very simple version of that beat, did a run, stopped, and then it was almost this like double kick lead in, and that is a nice way of breaking back in again, because it prepares your body for that energy to arrive.
That's the half time, by the way.
There you go. When she wasn't singing, you could hear it. There's the keys I was talking about. If you didn't hear it earlier, you will hear it here. By the way, my life is constantly blooming. Love those lyrics. Take out 2020. What you got? Ah. It's a flower. You know what? Really cool video as well. Nice video to go with that. Big fan. Big fan of it all. I think that they are a band that should be all over my radar but haven't been. And that just shows you, one, how much music is out there, and two, how closed off we are to listening to it. There is no reason in this universe or the next that I shouldn't have come across this band, that it shouldn't have been recommended to me in a playlist. It shouldn't have been recommended to me by a friend. And it just shows you how big the world is, and how stuck in our ways we can be. And I'm referring to myself mostly in that instance, which is why I actually started this channel. One of the reasons is I wanted to figure out what else was out there, be a bit more open-minded to some of the bands and names that I'd heard but close myself off to, and I could not be happier for it, because look where we are. I love that. It is I'm sure a lot of people on this channel are more into the heavier stuff, and that's fine. So am I. Also like Melody, and that was a good one. Easily going to my playlist. Easily. I hope you liked that one, and if you did, please let me know where you'd like me to go next. If you are familiar with these guys, I'm sure a lot of you will be. The Japanese market is booming, and I'm so grateful to have found just a small part of it so far. We're going to explore much more, I promise you. Until then, please be safe, be nice to each other, and have a damn good day.